presents the National Football League. Today, it's the Los Angeles Raiders versus the Denver Broncos.
And he has a patchwork line in front of him today. Darrell Hamilton and Dave Weidel, a whole new left side, with Perry defecting and Juriga injured. Karts at center, a good one. Weidel and Lanier. There's two Weidel brothers starting 5 front. Elway with Porter, an ex-Raider, and Bobby Humphrey, McTeal and Young, the wide receivers, and Clarence Kay, the tight end. Those men go out when they go 4 wide. Winder into the backfield. Vance Johnson and Porter flanked way out to the left side in this set. Elway guns over the middle, wide open. It's Clarence Kay to the 49-yard line. The tight end has a first down. First down at the 49. Bobby Humphrey, third in the NFL in rushing, and he has about 4 on that carry. Here they are. Howie Long, Bob Golick, Scott Davis, Greg Townsend, a tough front 4. The backers, Robinson, Ellison, and Benson, veterans all. McDaniel and Washington at the corners, former Bronco Mike Harden, and Eddie Anderson at safety. When they go to their nickel, the 2 linebackers go out, and 2 extra defensive back, rookie from North Carolina, Torrin Dorn, and Gary Lewis come in. Second down and 6. Humphrey again finds room outside. Good move. And he's to the 34, a first down. Eddie Anderson with a tackle.
His performance Elway's everyone else's.
Big hole on the draw up the middle, and Humphrey is to the 23-yard line, and it appears another first down. After the Thanksgiving Day game, to put some extra material in. Humphrey again in another good hole. Closes in a hurry at the 20-yard line.
And at this point, the trapping is bothering this team.
Another carry for Humphrey. Cuts back inside, and a flag goes down. Thrown by the umpire, and that usually means against the offense. And here's a little fracas. As these two teams, it doesn't matter how long you've been in the uniforms, if something brings the blood pressure up when the Raiders and the Broncos meet. Even Howie Long, who says, you know, I hate the 49ers, but I must admit that everyone is right when they say that these two teams just basically don't like each other.
They openly talk about the rivalry over so many years, especially here in Denver, because Denver has a home field advantage, but the Raiders tend to come up here and play great football. Last year, when the Raiders were down, they came up here and played very well. Pass rush.
Oops. And there's Weidel making the Boston College Eagles.
This is where the heat's really on, Dick. These young linemen, Hamilton and Weidel on the left side, they've got Townsend and Davis to deal with.
The goal this year, 46 yards. This 45 into a tricky wind. It is good. Denver strikes first. To look at the starting offensive line, Wilkerson, Wisniewski, Mosbar, Montoya from the Bengals and right. In front of Schrader, Marcus Allen will share duties with Bo Jackson. Steve Smith, the blocking back. Golden Fernandez, the wideouts. Ethan Horton, the tight end. They've activated Mike Dial, have the Raiders, just before game time. When they go to 3 wide, Smith out, and Notre Dame Heisman winner Tim Brown comes in.
But they had 2 big wins over Pittsburgh.
Jay Schrader's first throw is complete, and Lyman Henderson comes up to make the tackle after a short game.
Fumbles last week really cost the Raiders the game.
Second down, same play. Willie Gault tackled immediately. Is that a... No, they'd ruled it dead. No fumble at the 36-yard line, just shy of a first down. Crush has been the burnt orange this year, allowing 25 points per game. Powers, Cragen, and Holmes, with Lucas Mecklenburg moving inside today. Michael Brooks and Simon Fletcher. Mark Munford is injured. That's why that moved. Robbins and Henderson. Robbins really is a safety playing at a corner. Smith and Atwater, perhaps a strength in the defense.
Power of this team because he's such a major factor against the run.
Marcus Allen, high knees, and across the 35 to the 37. 93, rookie from LSU, has replaced him. Second down, about 10. Deep down the middle and wide open is Willie Gault, a first down at the 41 of Denver. From the 41, Marcus caught in the backfield and dropped at the 44, a loss of 3. Warren Powers, number 91 from Maryland, and Ronnie Halliburton got a piece of the action. Second and 13.
Well protected.
Beautifully protected and wide open. And another first down. It's Willie Gault again. 4 catches for Gault on this opening drive for the Raiders. Too much time. What a catch by Ethan Horton as he meat hooks it at the 17. On 3rd and 1, Allen has the first down inside the 15.
That time Allen broke back in behind the pursuing linebackers.
First down, trailing 3-0. First the possession. Marcus Allen gets a kind bounce. And look at this! He gets away from 3 men, and finally, the second wave of 3. Drop Allen at the 19-yard line. Brooks and Dennis Smith corral him.
Every instinct that Marcus Allen has, every bit of wisdom came through there. Typically, a ball carrier first wouldn't pick up this ball. He took his eye off it, but now watch the wheels turn. It's the mental process of getting as much as he can back from it. A lot of people would get rattled, but he just keeps his poise.
On 2nd and long. Again, all day for Schrader, and he finds Horton inside the 5. Down at the 2 as Atwater saved the touchdown.
Well, I can see now
as they attempt to take the lead. Final second of the first period. Steve Smith for a touchdown. The big fullback from Penn State has his second of the year.
Well, that looked easy enough. In the goal line defense, they can move the ball. A great job of pulling by Wisniewski around to make a critical block, and Smith just followed him in the hole.
8 up, 9 minutes and a tick. And Jeff Jaeger adds the extra point. 37 seconds remain in their offensive line. What is first down? There's another mistake. The left tackle, Darrell Hamilton, who is playing for Gerald Perry. Elway and Reeves not communicating. A lot of fires. Oh, Melvin Bratton. That one hit him right in the midst.
Well, you can hear the crowd. They haven't heard this kind of difficulty before from a crowd. You know, there's sort of an indifferent booing. It's not that heavy booing, but it's sort of a sigh of, oh, here we go again. All these controversial things coming up.
Elway scrambling. Gets away from Howie Long. Gets a block downfield and has a first down. There is the Elway of old. 18 yards.
Well, this is what he's done historically to pull his team out on a key down. Now, no way he runs as fast and as quick as he used to be. He's taken a lot of punishment over the years, but that decisiveness as to what to do, and he had a big blitz coming that time, and he almost lost it with Terry McDaniel blitzing from a corner spot.
Even at that, he's the second leading rusher. Here's their number 1 man, Bobby Humphrey, for about 5 to the 42-yard line. Tom Benson the hit. Humphrey, who was, well, there's Michael Young and a pack of Raiders. Oh, no, that's Shannon Sharp. Washington left the field under his own power, just dazed on that hit. Here's Humphrey cutting back inside, a la Marcus Allen.
Bobby Humphrey isn't involved in their passing game.
What a catch! Michael Young, a diving grab. He was an outstanding baseball outfielder in college. Okay, he's up right on the line of scrimmage as the cornerback on the far side of the field. Quickie, the King, and the tight end bowls to the 26.
This is the play they opened the game with that was wide open, and they waited and timed it beautifully.
Play when he pulls, and then they just shoot right in behind him.
Ricky is so aggressive.
Humphrey reversing his field to make a few yards out of a tough spot. It's inside, 2 minutes to go in the half.
Raider blitz.
Elway has a man open. Bratton. No, it's Vance Johnson. Vance Johnson for the touchdown.
Well, that's Vinny Elway. He saw the blitz, put Vance Johnson straight up the field against an excellent cornerback. But Johnson got just 1 step on Lionel Washington, and then Elway threaded the needle right up over the top. Beautiful catch, beautiful throw. Now that's why Denver's been so successful in past years. Those kinds of plays.
Only his 3rd touchdown of the year for Vance Johnson.
The Raiders let the Broncos back in the game.
Here's Bo, his first carry of the game. And Dragged down from behind by Mecklenburg at the 35-yard line. A pickup of about 8.
This is where Marcus would be a big factor.
And they run it again. And Bo has the first down. And
we might be wrong. Maybe they know something we don't.
Jackson about one player away from a long one. He's faithful of pro football. Watch as in the final minute of the first half, Schrader goes to work, and there's another wide open receiver, Mervyn Fernandez. First down, trailing 10-7.
A lot of time.
Finally, it breaks down, and the first sack of the day goes to Tim Lucas. His first, perhaps, as a pro. He's been a special teams guy in his 4 years here out of California as a free agent.
To run down 20 yards and break back to the inside.
Schrader rolling to that triple left formation and hits Horton, the tight end, at the 39-yard line. That won't be good enough for a first down. And we will have more halftime after we pause for these words from your local station.
Expect Bo to carry that football.
Well, they come out throwing the quick hitch to Galt, exactly the way they started the football game. He won Tyrone Braxton, who was the best cover man and best defensive cornerback. Here goes Bo for a first down. Jackson only for 2. Fernandez in motion from the far side. For the time again. And underneath to Fernandez, and a first down at the 40. Well, it'll be close. Right at the 42-yard line.
He's got to stay down low because that height isn't a real advantage.
Bo Jackson across the 45, a gain of about 5 and a flag, and that could be a face mask. Ron Holmes was one of the tacklers along with Brooks and Henderson.
Often it's holding on the tight end if one of the deep judges come running up.
Yep, that's right.
They've got 3 points against Seattle this year.
Elway under pressure. Guns it. Oh, intercepted at the 30-yard line, and a fine play by Terry McDaniel. Elway throwing a dangerous sideline pass.
I bet he wishes he had, you've heard that one before, had that one back. In the past, I think John Elway would have run with the ball, but he's just not moving this year like he did. Now you see the sliding position, but McDaniel sees that coming all the way. And you just don't want to ever throw a ball when the defender is parallel to the receiver, because then the defender can step right up inside of it.
In the third period, Bo in motion. And wide open is Galt the other way, and a first down at the 10.
Now that was a good call.
McDaniel's first interception of the year, positioning the Raiders. First turnover of the game. Bo Jackson bouncing off tacklers. He's got a touchdown. Or does he? Yes, now they signal. Bo Jackson. Oh, did he steamroll that defender?
He bounced through people. Did you see the determination he had to get in that end zone? There just wasn't any way to stop him. A beautiful job of taking the ball, and naturally Smith right in front of him, a key block. But watch Bo just break clean of those tackles. What athletic ability. That's what I used to do when I was much younger, Dick.
Just dive and from fall. About the 20, I heard.
Never had the ball. No, that was a drive. Now that's the Raiders.
Bo Jackson's first touchdown since his first game after his Kansas City Royal season ended. So the Royal Raider running right over Michael Brooks, number 56, has given Los Angeles the lead 13-10. Jeff Jager's point after. 14-10. So the first turnover of the game, and Denver again. So many of Elway's interceptions in the second half, and Bo Jackson, the former decathlete champion from Mississippi, vaults for 6.
But they've lost confidence as a team.
Bobby Humphrey, he loses a yard. Howie Long, differential. It's so key he feels for victory or defeat. Out of into the classic K for short yardage to the 27. And third down. Elway, lots of time. Now throws underneath, and it's going to be close as Mark Jackson makes the catch right at the yardstick.
It will take a couple of years, but as being a very, very good offensive lineman, doing a great job.
Just beating the play clock. And throw by Elway to Porter.
There's the fake.
Elway Townsend rips him down, the first sack of the game for the Raiders, and for Townsend, his 11th and a half on the year. 3rd and long and shotgun Elway. Down the middle. Oh, what a catch! Sliding under 3 Raiders, Ricky Nattiel. The Raiders thought he trapped it. How did the ball get in there?
Davis was all over Elway that time, and Elway still got it off. Good move, Washington in behind it. Looks like he got it. He got it.
What a throw. It's the only spot where it could have been complete. Lionel Washington again with great coverage.
With a good look.
Yeah, from that angle you can't.
Pretty tough to see from that angle. But it was a nice job of sort of sliding under the ball to get it and try to get your body or your hands underneath it.
Here it is again. Ricky Nattiel's first catch of the day. Play hard. I thought they had played harder, so they just really let you down.
And that Detroit game, well, there's good completion.
Terry Porter, and that has to taste sweet for him. 2 catches against his former teammates. Brother Sterling, the great receiver for Green Bay. Humphrey diving off that left side to the 30, and let's go to our 10-minute Hertz ticker. Super Bowl as a player and coach. And 2nd and 5. Wide open Porter. Good move. He's got a first down at the 20. Less than 2 minutes left, 3rd quarter, and the Los Angeles Raiders lead 14-10. Humphrey running well. He's looking for that elusive 100-yard day.
This is some real action. Look at this.
They want to
play. That's the rivalry. Now they have another chance to be number 1. How it runs.
Elway sees the final seconds tick away. End of 3 with Denver threatening to regain the lead. And we'll be back after these messages from your local station. Welcome back to the 4th quarter. Dan Reeves talking to his team and John Elway, and then an invader, a Raider, Greg Townsend. Reeves says, "Get those out of here." Oh, surprised to go to the running play on 2nd and long. 14, Broncos 10, 3rd and goal. Out of the backfield, a fine catch by Winder, but he can't get in. The pass was a difficult one for him to catch. Had he been able to catch that in his running rhythm, it might have been a touchdown. 14-13, do you fake it? Let's see. Here's Treadwell, 21-yard attempt. They take the easy 3. So with 13 minutes, 24 seconds left in the 4th, and crowd trying to help the defense. Bo Jackson, what a move! And finally ridden out of bounds by Wyman Henderson. And look at Ronnie Halliburton. He can't believe he didn't bring down Bo Jackson.
He didn't even slow him down. Bo just jumped around him. And what acceleration. See Bo with the ball. Look at this. He just makes a man avoid. Halliburton had him. And then that speed to the outside. You just can't overestimate enough the speed.
A loss of 3, but Bo turns it into a gain of 6. Here's Willie Gault. And another little quick pitch on the outside. Gains a first down. Hell of a game. Bo Jackson. And again, it takes 3 men to bring him down, but they do drop him for a loss. Dennis Smith was the 3rd man on the scene and replaces Bo Jackson. Outstanding receiver is Allen and a good pass protector. And Prater goes down. Mecklenburg gets the sack. Gossett, wobbly boot. Johnson, their catch. Ooh, he had some running room. 32-yard line. 10:44 remain. And oops, there goes another scuffle. The 4th today. Flags are down. More flags fly.
Again, Dick, the odds are too high It's too important for the Raiders to have anything go wrong now. They're going for the division title and hopefully the championship. Even things like this, where people are running around and getting in fights and shoving each other and grabbing face masks, this just isn't disciplined enough to get it done. Now, it may come out okay right here, but it may not.
So they mark it back to the 21.
There it is, right from behind. Oh, Jake.
On a fair catch. What's he blocking for anyway? And then the scuffle that ensued. And now we have a timeout with 10 of 44. Or do we? Let's hold it. Combination pass to Johnson. Elway on first down. Goes to the tight end again for just a couple of yards. There's one of the candidates, John Elway, on second down and 7. Gets away from Howie Long. Eludes Golich. Gets away from Patel. And finally out of bounds, Jerry Robinson. After a gain of 2, which is the difference in the game, 14-13. The left footer, Horan, sends up a soft spiral and a fair catch, Tim Brown, at the 38-yard line of the Raiders.
Look at another fight, Dick, down below us. What are they doing? There's so much on the imbalance, and these guys are ready to fight people. That was Lionel Washington, an excellent player, but why have confrontations? Get off the field, let your offense come out and win the game for you.
Central, Buffalo ahead of Miami in the East, and now the Raiders, can they stay with Kansas City, and can Denver stay with Bo Jackson? The answer is no. Bo has another.
That's like Muhammad Ali or something. So fast and so sharp and hit so quick that you stun the guys trying to tackle you. You see him starting right. He looks like he's in trouble, but look how hard he hits people. He's just so quick. Look at that burst, banging into people. This explosion. He's really beating the defenders to the punch. That's the greatness that this guy has as an athlete.
62-yard touchdown, barreling through the defense, Bo Jackson. Big extra point to give the Raiders the 8-point lead, and it's blocked. Very big play. So rather than leading by 2 touchdowns or more than a touchdown, Denver stays within 7 as Wyman Henderson, it appeared, blocked the extra point on a bad snap.
Handle of the ball. It looks over. The snap's a little far inside, but it just wasn't handled. It's that simple. It wasn't handled.
So that gives Denver hope. A touchdown extra point would tie. 9 minutes to go. 23 years ago. Always trying to get that elusive win. Not that way. It was Scott Davis flushing him ahead and Howie Long making the tackle. Almost intercepted. McDaniel again with excellent position on Michael Young, and the more you see Terry McDaniel, he's going to get some Pro Bowl votes.
Don't have every play. Marcus Allen and Bo in the same backfield.
And it's Bo cut down at the 39. Allen out on the right wing. Throw goes the other way and close to an interception. The flag goes down, but oh my. Willie Gault was the intended receiver. Henderson appeared to be going for the ball with Gault, but officials saw it differently.
Defensive pass interference, 24, first down.
That'll be a first down at the Denver 48. The Raiders, who lead it by 7, 20-13. Bo with 2 touchdowns today.
Don't go out of bounds, Bo.
It took all but about 3 orange shirts to finally get Jackson off the field of play.
Well, he can sense it right now. He's got Marcus sitting there to block for him. Marcus comes out on the safety man, Smith, and Bo bounces it all the way. But at this point, Bo shouldn't. There, he switches the hands. That's good. But going out of bounds, you almost have to start thinking about that now.
But the clock does run here and won't stop on the out of bounds until after the 5-minute mark. Second down and 9. For Gault, that play has worked all day in front of Wyman Henderson.
You're covering.
Bo gets the carry. First down and more. Easily to the 35-yard line.
So it'll be interesting to see what Dallas does as a method.
First down to Gault. Same play has been 5 receptions. Gault gaining between 6 and 9 yards. 10, 9 on that play. Well, that clock eats away. 4:45 left. Allen up the middle. Flags go down. That will stop the clock. Allen appeared to have the first down yardage, and Carl Mecklenburg now comes off holding his right arm. Mark.
Again, Marcus is a wide receiver.
2nd and 10. Oh, Holmes looks like somebody
be careful.
tackled him. Hernandez makes the catch. No flag is down. He missed his extra point on the last touchdown. But this one is boom through there, and the Raiders lead by 10.
Now that was a critical kick.
Gang in New York at 12:30 Eastern. Elway, complete, and out of bounds goes Michael Young at the 40.
But in a sense, it can bond them together, and they'll be that much better next year.
Underneath to Young, and that's out to the 49. 57 when Bob Scarputo and Steve Tenzie and Floyd Little were playing for the Broncos.
Offsides on the Raiders.
Well, that's a break.
That old trick that Townsend just pulled is, that one's for the books.
A little time, and Townsend stretched it too far. First down. Elway. Is that ball? No. I was going to say that would have been a miraculous catch by Jackson.
The ball was thrown with Elway slightly off balance. He had to drill it hard. Still, he almost got a catch out of it. Almost got a completion. Townsend is really hit by Wydell.
Townsend working on Doug Wydell, the second-year guard.
Wydell came out beautifully, just timed it. Caught Townsend coming off another block.
2nd and 10. Elway scrambling. And Harden, his former teammate, makes the tackle at the 27. And Elway quickly up saying, get the formation. Let 20 on that play. To this side, and Young heading for the sidelines, doesn't get out of bounds. Tackle made by Gary Lewis, number 21, the rookie from Alcorn State. Elway heading to the sidelines. Picks up some more yardage and stops the clock. Used only 7 seconds on that play. Quarterback draw. Nope. Right there. Touchdown. Michael Young.
Now that was a shot. Did he get that in there? I thought Terry McDaniel was going to intercept it, and it got by him. McDaniel was inside the pass and still couldn't make a play on it.
8 yards on the throw by Elway to Michael Young. Had a big game. The kick is good by Treadwell, and so it's a 3-point game. 2:29 to go. There's Young, not at all feeling well physically, although mentally, emotionally, his play today certainly encouraging. Young with 6 catches and 72 yards. His 6th gets him his first touchdown.
The Broncos are not caving in this game. You see good coverage, but excellent concentration. Particularly the Broncos are not caving in this week.
Ranked very near the bottom of the league. Bo Jackson gets 6 yards, 7 yards. Whoa,
how did he do it? He had people up the field, and he had to go all the way around a guy. I didn't see the number that was in his way as he was coming out there.
And it's Bo to the 28-yard line. Where's Jackson?
They're going to throw.
And he don't make it. Ethan Horton was tackled just shy of the 30, although they're giving a very good spot. The spot is a terrific spot, and if it's on the 30, it's a first down, and Reeves tells it all. Nope.
Fourth down.
The yard line's lie. And to tie with a field goal. No timeouts left. A minute and a half remaining for Elway. He's going big time for Johnson. Out of bounds. Great catch, but he was out of bounds.
Nice throw.
Right in front of the Denver bench, and of course they all saw it with their heart. It appeared that he was clearly out of bounds. Another look.
Uh-oh. Looks like he got it, Dick.
Wow!
They're
How
going to
did he
look
get
at it
his
again.
feet?
It looks like he got it.
He looked as if he was 3
They're
yards
going to
out
have
of
to
bounds.
replay that. It was not a bounds play. Yeah, he got it, Dick.
Oh, my.
Now, they've got 2 minutes, and they're taking a look. No question.
Johnson's effort is rewarded. First down at the 33.
Was that a beautiful throw and catch?
Plenty of time. There's the catch to Jackson to the 26-yard line. Elway trying to run the ball. Oh, he saw trouble coming at the 25-yard line. Terry McDaniel, we welcome you. The Raiders were ahead by 10. This is Elway going for a first down. The Broncos have no timeouts left, and the clock is ticking away. 34, 33.
They've got to get up and out of there and get the ball. The clock stopped.
Field goal by Jager seemed to give the Raiders an unbeatable lead at 23-13, but Elway took his team down the field in a hurry.
They had to take a timeout. The Raiders took a timeout, Dick.
Last four, that one win, that big win at Miami on Monday night. We thought this one was tucked away. Most everyone in the stadium did.
There's that screen.
Now he's got to stay. He stays in bounds. He's in trouble. 21 seconds. Elway's got to get up there and throw one into the ground in order to get the field goal unit on.
Player down.
And a Raider player is down, Bob Golick, and because of Golick's injury, that will help Denver. That's a double negative for the Raiders. A great player like Golick hurt, and then it also takes some of the pressure off Denver, stopping the clock. At 41 yards, if he's successful, it's going to be overtime. If not, the Raiders back in first place. Bad snap, and the Raiders win.
Bad snap. Fowler is to it. That's the second bad snap of the game.
Incredibly for Denver, 3-8, the Super Bowl team from the AFC a year ago. Dan Reeves' team here at home, toughest to beat in the entire decade of the 80s at home. This is the 6th game they played at home. 5 of them have been decided on the final play of the game. Although this technically won't be the final play, the Raiders will run off one play and it'll be over. But that's how close Denver has been throughout the season, and another tough one to swallow as they lose their 5th in a row.
Well, that snap went right into the body of the holder. Take a look. And that gave time for someone like Robinson to come up and block it. But really, the snap added about a second to the time it took to kick the ball.
Scott Davis celebrates. Jerry Robinson was the man who leaped high and got the right hand on it to deflect it. And Art Shell's team, a very tough, well-earned win here in Denver today when Schrader snaps. That'll finish it. Stay tuned here on NBC for our big Sunday night lineup. The final score, Art Shell's Los Angeles Raiders 23, Dan Reeves Broncos 20. And we'll return to Denver, Colorado right after these messages.